whenever you decide to listen to this thing, Billy DeVore. And sitting next to me is...
Chris Weir.
Yeah!
I keep mine pretty short.
Ooh, third time's a charm, because I got distracted. We've got new equipment. We look great.
I just messed mine up the entire time. Billy was nailing his. I couldn't remember my name.
I don't believe you. I don't
know. Check the tapes.
Check the tapes. Yeah. We'll make clips, and that's the clip for the week. It's just that ridiculousness. Oh, man.
Got some new hardware, buddy.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did. Okay, yeah, we're working, we're cranking, we're doing it. New hardware, we look good.
I think we do too, man.
You look great, dude.
You got a fresh Mac. There's no stickers on the back of that sucker.
No, I don't think there will be for a long time.
I know, I appreciate the Mac. I don't have any stickers on the back of mine.
See, I know you hate it.
I don't necessarily hate it. It just makes me very anxious. I can't commit to it.
Sure.
You know? Same reason why I don't have any tattoos, I feel.
Well, then you just need to dive in and just deal with it.
I think I should. I'm going to tattoo my laptop.
I was about to say, yeah, you should start by putting stickers on your body.
Okay, sounds good.
Just put them on.
Okay, I can do that.
See, it's not too much of a commitment, all that thing. Couple hours, maybe, a few arm hairs, but you're good.
Do some henna tattoos for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen those on this thing called TikTok?
Maybe.
So what they do, you can get custom like tattoos, and they'll send them to you, and you just spray it, put it on, and it stays for like 2 weeks.
That's pretty cool. I could start out that way.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, I kind of want to get this drawn on me. Send it off, get it back, stick it on like one of them Fruit Stripes gum wrappers, fire it on, see what happens.
I'm just gonna get a tattoo. That sounds like way too much work. I gotta get on TikTok. Fuck that. Put a needle in me. 1,000 times.
1,000, yeah. Oh, well, all right. So that means you've never seen anything I've tagged you on TikTok. Which is fine.
I don't really get on TikTok. I get in there and I immediately, it's like, I start to feel my age, right? I start to get really upset. It's like, what the hell is with this interface? There's too many things going on.
Man, you know what's crazy is you're complaining about it, and then one of my favorite people to follow, she's like 90 years old.
Yeah?
And she has this thing like, get ready to go with me to visit my dead husband.
That's awesome.
And she's like, here's what I'm gonna wear, here's my makeup, here's my lipstick, here's my ride, and then it's just like her putting flowers at his tombstone.
Okay, I was like, either she's gonna be visiting a tombstone or she's doing like a Ouija board situation.
No.
Either way, that sounds like a pretty good follow.
It's a really good follow, and you're complaining about interface.
I know. You know, what are you gonna do? I like to complain about things.
And she hasn't seen her husband's face in a long time.
I know. She has like arthritis in her eyeballs too. So.
They crack when I blink. Oh boy, howdy. Did you have a good weekend?
I think I did. I was getting stuff done, was out in the 100-degree heat, doing some chores. It was fun.
Yeah.
I took a 100-milligram edible and cut the grass.
Oh my god.
It was tight.
Did you find yourself being so high that you were just pushing your lawnmower into the woods?
I was mowing my roof. That's what happened. No, it was great. I was in the zone, straight as hell. Fucking, I cut the wrong lawn, but still, very cool. No, it was good. I knew I was going to be out there, so I was like, dude, let's just make it fun.
Yeah, you're just like, all right, I'm just going to cut this cop car real quick, get rid of these sirens here.
There's a cop car up the street.
Yeah, it's just parked out there every time, and I have, like, my tags are expired. I don't know if that's legally binding or whatever, so I just keep forgetting to do it.
Yeah.
So I drive up your street, and I'm, like, waiting, like, is he waiting here for me?
You back into my driveway.
I just try to put my side mirror that got hit back on and just jam it. Just be like, this works fine. So, dude, 100 milligrams would just, oh my God. I would probably have a full mental breakdown.
Yeah, I'm also fat, too. I mean,
we're thick.
Are they down here? Yeah, these guys.
What do you got here?
Sour Patches.
Oh, fun.
So it's like 600 milligrams, but they got 6 of them.
Oh my God.
I'll do one.
You're just gonna eat, yeah?
It's been a while since I ate.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
I'm hungry. I need my vitamins.
I need my dessert. So,
that's pretty good.
T-minus 37 minutes.
Yeah.
Once we start looking at these charts, you're gonna be like, whoa.
You know, once my after leaves my body, taking hold.
Just be like, yeah, that's a thing they do. Baseball's hard.
Yeah, forget algebra. No, the weekend was good. It was productive and all that. What about you? What'd you get into?
It was great. Friday had a show at the Commonwealth Sanctuary that was super fun. Then went to B-List and had a bunch of bourbons.
Nice.
And, dude, we were outside smoking cigars, and this lady comes up in a crop top. And she said, the crop top said, "Who ate all the pussy?"
Oh, love her.
And I was like, yes! And I was wearing my tie-dye Applebee's Thrasher shirt.
Nice.
And I looked at her, I was like, dude, I love your shirt. And she was like, dude, I love your shirt. And I was like, shirt swap? So I got photos of me wearing a crop top that said, "Who ate all the pussy?"
Nice.
And my stomach is just as white as the text on the crop top.
Oh, that's beautiful, baby.
It was so, dude, hilarious.
That's a great endorsement for the B-List.
Wonderful spot.
Love it.
And then Saturday did Barbenheimer.
Oh, yeah, tell me about that. I heard the movies were good. I don't want to,
Oppenheimer was great. It's one of the best movies I've seen this year. Perfectly cast, perfectly acted. I'm not going to spoil the ending. There's a huge plot twist.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do the Japanese win?
Not going to say anything.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Florence, everyone's blown up about Florence Pugh. Like, the sex scene's too long and weird. I'm like, it's a pretty normal sex scene. About 45 minutes. A lot of close-ups on the balls.
That's what I'm talking about.
Awesome in IMAX.
Let's get in there. Anolia gay. Come on now. Little big man. Silly testicles.
Oh, I can see his Peaky Blinder.
Woo, that's a good one. That's a great show.
It's an excellent show. And Barbie, awesome.
I heard that was a little better than Oppenheimer. Like from the people, I heard from the enjoyment spectrum, the Barbie was just like the Barbie, like the Batman, the Barbie,
the Barbs.
I heard that was really, really cool.
The Barbs.
What are you doing in Barbie Land? Fear me. Where's your smooth cock? No genitals.
Yeah. It's not okay. You left Oppenheimer going, we're fucked. And then you leave Barbie going, we're still kind of fucked.
But it's kind of fun.
It's fun. It's pink. It's bright. It's vibrant. It's like they take this whole angle on the patriarchy of modern society with men. And I was like, I didn't think I was going to learn something from a movie about plastic dolls.
Yeah?
But I did. It was great. Again, great cast. Everybody was perfect. Highly recommend doing back-to-back. But go Oppenheimer first. Get out. Be sad. And then go to Barbie.
Okay.
Get a little fun in you. Great soundtrack.
All right.
Lean back in the recliner. Eat some popcorn. And then leave being like, that was fun, but also a little sad.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the way to go. You got to do the palate cleanser because you don't just want to leave thinking about, oh man, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Boy, this was a great evening.
And I sent you the photo, but I did wear my Hiroshima carp and my Team Japan hat.
That was really great. I'm sure you got some looks from people like, see what you did there. Pretty good.
Here's the thing. No one said anything to me.
They just avoided you.
They avoided.
Well, the rice hat was a bit much.
Yeah, I shouldn't have put those buck teeth in, but...
I know.
Dude, I honestly couldn't resist it. It was so difficult. But, yeah, but I probably shouldn't have gone in with my kimono open and just hanging Oppenheimer. You know?
Oh, hanging Oppenheimer.
A little A-bomb there. They call this the little boy.
Oh, baby.
That's a nuke joke for you.
I got the nuke joke. I was trying to think of the other one because you got the Enola Gay, the little bomb, and then where's the big boy? It was like two different ones.
So the little boy, I did a little bit of Googling when I got done. The little boy was 14 megatons of explosives.
Fat Man and Little Boy, was that it?
Correct.
That's what
and then
it was.
The Fat Man was like 21.
Dang. Dude.
Yeah, pretty cool. I'm a fat boy with a little boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's Enola Gay.
God, these jokes are bombing.
I only have so many references I can think of as far as when it goes to atomic energy. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? We'll just keep mashing and trying. Mm-hmm. Eventually, you'll get some fission.
New Mexico.
New Mexico. Great wool. So yeah, I was getting updates for the game on Saturday on my phone because I planned Barbenheimer thinking, okay, Saturday Dodgers, Luke Weaver's pitching. Mm-hmm. I can miss my first game of the year. Was that CES? Holy shit, CES on a roll here. We're in the top of the 5th, 2 outs, runners at second, and that runner is CES. And I talk shit about him in here.
A little bit. I mean, I think it's all applicable for what the performance he's been putting out there. But
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think I typed all this stuff out, started talking shit, and then things happened.
Yeah, dude. I was seeing you like in the Google chat. I'm typing back to you. I'm not sure if you saw like any of my texts there.
No, yeah.
That's fine. It was just dumb
you
stuff.
leaving me notes?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So,
Yeah, but Luke Weaver, he had like the best game
He's
that
had.
you missed. Yeah.
So maybe the trick is I just can't watch Luke Weaver's starts.
Yeah, or you're going to watch a Christopher Nolan film every time.
I think I'm going to go with the Christopher Nolan.
He's
film.
got some hours.
I'm just going to go watch Dunkirk every time. So, oh boy, speaking about storming a beach, someone who's not going to be running anytime soon, Jonathan India.
Plantar fasciitis!
Plantar fasciitis fucked us again. Oh, and Will Benson just flew out. Yeah, well, Jonathan India, I guess, has been playing with this for like a month.
Supposedly.
Yeah, I didn't know what plantar fasciitis was, so I looked it up. I thought it was just like a wart.
That was my only knowledge of it was plantar warts.
Yeah, I've had one of those.
I've had those before too.
They suck.
They suck. They're kind of fun though.
It's just like, oh, there's a little hole in my foot.
You got to perform like an operation on yourself. It's a really gross thing, but it's kind of entertaining.
Oh, it's so fun. Just a couple of little knitting needles and just dig in there like you're tossing a skin salad.
Yeah, it's like you're just digging out some dead worms or something. Maybe add a combination of a few things.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, you know how usually like your sixth toe just falls off every once in a while?
Oh, all the time. And then it just keeps coming back. Mm-hmm. You know, same with my tail.
Plantar fasciitis.
All of these are that. Mm-hmm. But no, it's the ligament under your foot. The whole thing that connects. It just swells.
And foots are important in baseball.
I think they're important in all aspects of life. Mm-hmm. You kind of need them to walk. You kind of need them to get around.
That's true. You use your foot in a lot of things.
And so it's best if they're working. Mm-hmm. So what's crazy is that he tried to play on it for like 3 weeks and a month, and eventually was just like, oh, is this a trade deadline? And they're being loud about me getting moved. Ow, my foot hurts.
Whatever, man. I mean, hopefully it works out for it. It's a good time to go in the IL if you're Jonathan India.
It's the perfect time because then it just completely decreases trade value, which is fine, especially after seeing the moves that have been made and knowing that this hasn't been like a crazy great market, but he'll still get moved in the offseason.
Yeah, I think it's very probable. Also, gives more room for Christian Encarnacion Strand to get some bats in there. So, I mean, there's a lot of guys. This is going to be a positive.
Yeah. The thing, so with India, I talked about this last week. Bryce Miller to the Reds, Jonathan India to the Mariners. I remember I talked about that Monday night when we were recording, and then I released it Tuesday, and then Jim Bowden on Wednesday released an article saying the best moves for each team where both teams win. And he pitched that trade. I was like, Jim Bowden's listening.
I think so.
I know he is.
We're on to you, Jim.
Come on, Jimmy Jim. Give me that hairpiece. How's it look so good?
I had a gnat in my face.
Gnat? Oh, I thought you were doing the John Cena thing.
Oh, you can't see me.
Can't see me.
The battery's off on the phone.
So, yeah, man, like... So I think now that's off the table with the Seawald trade because they traded for 2 guys that can play second base. One now and one in the future. So with Miguel Rojas and then Briss is his name. Briss, dick meat.
Yeah, Dick Celebration.
Dick Celebration. That's what I'm going to name my next pet.
Dick Celebration?
Robert Party.
Robert Party.
Or as some call him, Dick Celebration. But we don't know when Indy will be back. It'll probably be like 2-3 weeks. But in the meantime, you just have Matt McClain at second, Elly De La Cruz at short, CES at third, Spencer Steer at third. Like, you're fine. It's giving you a glimpse of what next season's going to look like with this infield minus Novi Marte.
Yeah, I think this is going to be no problems with that.
None. The biggest thing going forward here and looking at the other trades that have happened, like Lucas Giolito getting traded, Lucas Giolito getting traded to the Angels. It cost the Angels their best prospect, but getting the Angels' best prospect is getting like the Reds' 20th best prospect. Not too crazy of an ask. Really sucked that Lance Lynn and Joe Kelly, the exact package that I wanted, went to the goddamn Dodgers.
Son of a bitch. It would have been fun. Come on. Get the Beef Boys over here.
Beef. And then the Pouty Man, that would have been fun.
Yeah, but I think it's for the best that they didn't come over to the Reds. Would have been fun, but I think we got our own thing going.
We got our own thing. It's okay, but the most interesting thing that's been happening, and it might change between the time this comes out and the time we're finished recording, but the fact that Max Scherzer went to the Rangers, the Rangers ate most of the money, the Mets ate most of the money. The Rangers only paying $22.5 million for this year and next year, and all the Rangers had to give up was Ronald Acuna Jr.'s brother. That's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I wish the Reds were in a position where we can just really throw around money like that. Would have been nice to get like a guy, over here with that sort of resume.
Sure.
But it just comes down to like how deep are your pockets and how serious you are for the year.
Oh, well, here's my thing. Like I said, the Rangers are paying $22.5. Mm-hmm. The Mets are eating $58 million.
That's a ton of money.
Well, Steve Cohen has it. Whenever Steve Cohen said when he built his roster at the beginning of the year, or him in the front office, they go, "This is already a sunk cost. I already don't have this money.
That's crazy.
Already accounted for." So he doesn't give a shit.
It's so hard for me to process some of this stuff, just because it's like so wildly outside like my universe of just like that much money. It's just you just piss it away.
Sure. The guy has only like $100 and some billion, and I think $100 billion might be an understatement. I have no idea how much Steve Cohen's worth, but I know enough that when they shorted GameStop, it fucked him. So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's all I know is that he's a dork and that GameStop fucked him, and that he makes Frank the Tank mad. So, but it makes me think like the Acuna's brother. I don't even Luis Angel. Who fucking gives a shit? Ronald Acuna Jr.'s brother. We know it's not going to work out. You give me another superstar in Major League Baseball, and then you go, and his brother was really good too. How many times has that happened?
Very few.
Yeah. So that's all that's going to cost you? For fucking a year and a half of Max Scherzer, Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame pitcher? Makes me think about Justin Verlander.
Yeah, what's going to happen with him, huh?
He's moving too.
Yeah?
He's getting out of there.
Do you think he's going to go to the Reds?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Yeah. I hope so. Hope is the difference between, for sure. Here's the thing. If you look at that trade and how that's constructed, right? Mm-hmm. A year and a half of Verlander is going to cost you a prospect that is right outside of the top 50.
Okay.
Someone who's, this guy's in Double-A. I can give you a guy who's in the pros right now. CES, baby.
Yeah? Do you feel comfortable giving up somebody with that potential for somebody, going against, tried and true, talent?
It's Justin fucking Verlander.
Yeah, how many times do you get an opportunity to grab a guy like that?
And they're paying most of the bill. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, I can see that being a justifiable purchase. Granted, we're just now seeing CES come up in the big leagues, but Verlander, oh my God, how awesome would it be to have him in the rotation for this?
It would be so sick to have him be, he's the 1, Hunter Green the 2, Abbott the 3, Lodolo the 4, and then whoever you want for the 5. Mm-hmm. And then you have him next year. Mm-hmm. Oh, buddy.
2 big chances.
2 huge chances. And you know what else? 2 big chances? Kate Upton's boobs. She'll be in Cincinnati.
She's going to come. She's going to do the same thing Taylor Swift did. All the hotels going to be bought out. Everything's going to be great. All the Uber's going to do well. Kate Upton's boobs are in town. GDP's going through the roof.
GDP because of triple D's.
Woo, girl.
Boo! How is everywhere sold out of binoculars?
These monocle sales are going up through the roof.
Through the roof! Oh my god, I didn't know we could sell through so many pocket telescopes. Up, titties up!
Shoe mirrors are going up again.
Oh boy, we're sold out of pocket watches too. So, tits aside, I think it would be really cool that you're saying to when you have opened the window this year and you're like, look, CES for sure. All right, fine. Year and a half of Verlander. I'll take it. It's just like what the Reds did when they traded for Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
It's the same thing where they're like, well, here it is.
It's a clear signal that you're going for it. And also, like, when you think about it, like how a year ago people were, calling for, Bob's head about selling the team and all that. And now being in a position where it's like, you can make a run for it and grab a future Hall of Famer pitcher for a potential playoff run. Like, the swing is just so huge from where we were at. So I don't want to lose sight of that because everyone's getting like, these are like the decisions you can like pinpoint later and look back on and get really irritated about. But the fact that, you can tell anyone that we're in this position now.
Yeah.
From back then, it's just crazy.
Like a year ago when we were trading Luis Castillo to get parts to keep building. And now to like, we could get Verlander. Here's something even more crazy to think about. When you've been talking about young pitchers and pitching development, who better to have than Justin Verlander every day for a year and a half with those guys?
Oh, that'd be great.
Dude, imagine what Verlander could teach Hunter Green about a third pitch.
Oh, wow.
Or Ashcraft. That's who my 5 is then. Holy shit. You go from Ashcraft being your 2 right now to your 5.
Yeah, the trail of talent that would persist even after Verlander would be outside the Reds organization. You'd see that for a while.
Yeah. And then you know what happens after Verlander's done? You can go out and sign another big free agent pitcher. Mm-hmm. Crazy thought.
Just keep building. This is exciting.
Yeah. So, okay. I want it to happen. Mm-hmm. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't.
I don't think so either.
I don't. We just gassed everybody up, and then I was just like, "Is it going to happen?" No, it's not going to happen.
It's also for ourselves too. We like talking about this stuff because there's still a possibility that it could. But you know what? I just don't see it in the tea leaves.
I don't either, but I don't doubt Nick Krall. Mm-hmm. A lot of everyone's saying it's like, oh, he's going to go back to Houston. I mean, he's already been there and done that sweat factory. Like what? So. I get it, they're on a roll too, but man, it'd be so fucking fun.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun.
God, it'd be great. So, where does that leave us? That leaves us with 2 options, albeit I don't know what's going to happen between while we're recording this on Monday night at 10 p.m. to tomorrow morning when this drops. But the 2 more likely scenarios are Michael Lorenzen and Eduardo Rodriguez.
Okay.
We all know Mikey Biceps. We love Mikey Biceps. He's had a good year. He'd be a fine placeholder, guy who could be a 4-5 starter that isn't named Luke Weaver and could also go into the pen and do long relief in the playoffs. Eduardo Rodriguez has had a good year. Another strong lefty who's crafty, who's had a really great year. I think both of those guys would be good fits.
Yeah, and then we do what we were talking about previously is about making sure this bullpen doesn't run out of gas. So that would help.
Yeah, that's huge. And there's someone coming back that we'll talk about later. But being able to have those guys and not have to give up CES, you're giving up a lower level prospect, someone like Austin Hendricks, Michael Ciani. You could package those 2 together, and boom, you've got a rental right there. And that's not impacting your major down the road plans.
Right.
So, but the Reds did make a move.
Yeah, and one that didn't really rock the boat, but it was a necessary thing to get a lefty arm.
Yeah, we needed another lefty, someone that could complement Alex Graybeard Young. Mm-hmm. Sam Moll from the A's, and it cost us Joe Boyle. Now, here's the fun thing. I was typing this up and talking about who the Reds could trade for Michael Lorenzen and Eduardo Rodriguez. And who did I have in the script before we started?
Was it Boyle?
It was Joe Boyle.
God dang it.
God damn it. I had to go back and edit the fucker. It's all right. But Sam Moll's only given up 1 home run this year. In the past month, his ERA is a little inflated, but over 9 appearances, he's got 4 earned runs, one of them being an outing where he had 2, 1, 1, 1. So, like, that you can't really go off ERA for this guy. And this guy's pre-arb. So he's going to be around for a while if he doesn't suck.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Sign me up. Mm-hmm. I just, whatever Crawl does, I'm like, yeah, man, you got it. Whatever DJ sees in this guy, sure. Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Realistically, do you think there's going to be... How many more moves do you think are going to happen between now and the end of the trade deadline here?
By tomorrow at 6?
Yeah.
Overall? Mm-hmm. I don't think there's going to be a real big one. I don't, because since there's like the Cubs for some reason think that they can go for it. Mm-hmm. So they made that move for Hyman Candelario. His name's, never mind. Like I said, Hyman. That's not his name. And they took Bellinger off the market, and Stroman is supposedly not off the market, but who knows? After tonight, his value just plummeted after the Reds just totally butt-fucked him. That ruled.
Yeah.
I don't see a splash. I see a lot more small moves. There's a few guys like the 2 that I mentioned. And I think the Angels are done after they traded for basically half a new team.
Yeah.
So maybe Dylan Cease goes, but I think maybe you're gonna see 6, 7, 8 moves because there's not as many sellers as there are buyers. Because the deadline is too early, and you have an expanded playoff situation here.
There's more wild card teams, so there's a lot of people looking to buy, but not a lot of people looking to spend as much as what people are asking.
Exactly. The product there's so much demand, but not enough quality product.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like, I was thinking about that, and like what you just said. Do you think that they should push back the trade deadline?
I think they should, if it's going to make teams be able to have more dynamic purchases. I think that just makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with as much as, like, so if you want to look at what separates baseball from everything else is how much the trade deadline is hyped up. Mm-hmm. And how much that stuff can shift and change your team. Like, you see it in the NBA, but rarely in the NFL. But nothing to the extent like you see here in Major League Baseball. And this is what makes this is their big media event that is off the field. So I think to continue to keep the game growing and pushing it and putting it in front of more eyeballs and to gain more interest, you're going to need to push it back 2 weeks.
I think it'd be for the benefit of the game.
I do too.
And for the players.
Yeah.
And for the fans.
Yeah, and for us.
Come on, man.
Gets us to talk about it more, because then we just have to go back to talking about the stuff that happens on the field instead of just speculating.
True.
And speculating is my favorite thing.
I know. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
We don't have to.
We don't have to talk about anything.
We don't have to talk about any of this shit. We could just talk about Alpha Brain and how it's a scam.
Dude, what are you talking about, bro? That's how I get all my vitamins and nutrients to my fucking, soft-shelled brain. It's smooth as shit up there, dog.
Yeah, my brain's itchy right now because of all the Alpha Brain I've been boofing. Mm-hmm. Dude, I heard that, if you butt snort it, it gets from your hole to your dome quicker.
Yeah, it's pretty tight, too. That's how they all do it. That's how the Vikings used to do it.
Yeah, and they just wrap it in elk steak and then just...
Yeah.
Right in the hole.
That's how I learned my math.
So, the Reds are back in first place.
Dude, that's awesome. That was great.
That was awesome. It's great. And right now, we're got a real barn burner, bottom 6, runners on first, 1 out, 6-4. This is such a great game. It's going to be such a great series, but the Reds faced former a NL Central foe. Oh, there's the burp. It was stuck.
You got it out, man. I heard
Fuck. It. That was quiet because it hurt.
Oh, there was a lot of acid in that one.
Oh, dude, it just was like a wet gravel road.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
Bro. Reds are in first place. They dropped 2 out of 3 to the Brewers in Milwaukee. The big brother has us still figured out.
Dude, it's so weird. It seems like to be the only team out there that has our number. Like psychologically, they have something over us right now.
And I don't know what they're game planning. I don't know what it all is, but dude, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, dude. It seems like the Brewers are just a step ahead of us. But unfortunately, we don't play them anymore.
Yeah, you know what they're like? They're like that drunk uncle who always dunks on you at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, dude. It always just like rubs you in your jeans in that weird spot. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude.
Yeah, he's just like, let me spit in your mouth. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, let's go behind the shed. Turn off those lights.
Yeah, come on, I got something for you to smoke. And it's like, oh no, it's your dick again.
I know, right?
God damn it. As in, there's that one guy who's dunking on you, who's talking shit, and it's like, you look around, he's like, I'm better than you. Everyone else agrees, but somehow you just cut right through me.
Yeah, they do something like psychologically. I think the Reds kind of, whether they're aware of it or not, they change up like the game plan, how they've been getting to the wins up until this point.
And they aren't as like, it seems like they're not as confident. They're not as aggressive on the base pads. Mm-hmm. They're not confident as soon as they step in the box. It's so weird. Oh, Fernando Cruz is done. So that's just, it's definitely, you watch and you're like, all the wind's getting sucked out of their sails.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
It really did feel like that. And then did they go to LA and beat the dick out of the Dodgers?
They look good doing it, man. You fucking see Votto out there getting after it.
Oh, Votto and Elly, when those two are on, it's over.
Yeah, seeing Elly go, I think he had, what was it, like 111 off the bat, and then Votto had one a little bit harder.
Yeah.
I think it was, and that's just super cool, dude. That's just so thrilling, seeing the old and the new.
Oh, yeah. The whole bridge. And then Elly going on the post game saying that LA was his city.
Dude, dope.
Love it. I don't want to give the Dodgers any bulletin board material if we see them in the playoffs, but that's pretty fucking cool.
I know. It's fun seeing the Reds out there just fucking having fun.
Dude, they are. It's like the big dick energy everybody else. So then it's just like they go to Milwaukee or Milwaukee comes in and it's like a dog with the tail between their legs.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different team. So hopefully they'll be able to correct that maybe next year or if they see them in the playoffs.
Dude, because how it's positioned with the Reds being in first place and the Brewers being the last place wildcard team, they would face them in the first round at home.
Wow.
The last thing I would want. The only team in the National League, aside from the Braves, I'm looking at are the fucking Brewers. Even though we played the Braves close, we still had that big dick energy against them.
Yeah, would you rather play the Braves or would you rather play the Brewers?
Give me the Braves.
The Braves?
Give me the Braves. Just because, like they took 1 out of 3 from it at home, and they slugged in every game. It was a 1-run game, aside from the one where they kicked their dick in.
They start looking like a different team.
Yep. So I just would, if at any cost, I want to avoid playing the Brewers again this year.
Absolutely.
I bet that they would be. I bet that the clubhouse is like, give us one more crack at it. But I'd be like, fuck, no, thank you.
You don't have anything to prove.
Hard pass. No, exactly. Go play technically better teams instead of teams that match up worse for you.
Yeah, agreed.
Give me that all the time. Graham Ashcraft looked great this week.
He did.
5 1/3, 2 runs, 5 hits, 4 walks, 8 Ks against the Brewers. Albeit their offense is not great, but Christian Yelich has turned it on of late. And they, like we've said, they had their number. But 110 pitches, 5 1/3, awesome. But let's just skip to Sunday.
Do it.
Dude, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts. I don't need 8 Ks. I need 6 innings and no runs.
Dude, it's great. I think you put it down there, but I think Ashcraft has turned the corner.
He really has, man. Like, if you look at where a lot of his pitches were, he was tunneling right in that spot, right inside to righties and outside to lefties where the ball is breaking away. Stick to that game plan, kid, and keep hitting that spot and have some control. You're gonna be successful and continue to yield these results.
Yeah.
It's not like they were playing against a bad offense. It was the Dodgers.
Yeah, for sure. It seemed pretty dominant and had like his game plan, being able to throw his cutter and set up that slider.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, and then he threw his sinker twice.
Yeah, when we have some dominant pitches there, that's all you need. Just pepper those pitches in. Pepper your third or fourth pitch in there when you have such a great combination there of the cutter and the slider.
Yep. And the other thing here that like it doesn't tell you, like it doesn't show us on this graph is that the shape of his slider changes constantly.
Yeah.
It's straight down, it's left right. It's like he's doing a slide. He's throwing a slider and he's throwing a sweeper, but it's not broken down on your typical pitch list thing. But like looking great, dude. And we're talking about getting starting pitching. It's obviously going to be needed in November. Jesus Christ, October. Abbott pitched well again. He didn't pitch great today, but Cubs were just on fire. The wind was blowing out a little bit, so that happens. Lively, 6 2/3, 2 earned runs, 8 hits, 3 Ks. That's great from your 4-starter.
Dude, he is awesome. I really like Ben Lively.
I do too. He's a dog.
Yeah, he really is. When he got like business that needs to be done on the mound, he's the guy that I'm calling.
Yep, every time. And I like how he attacks the top of the zone. He elevates. He goes top and then up, and then he'll also he has the stuff to switch it up and make people look down. Mm-hmm. But it just depends on what gameplay he wants to go with that day, because he does have it in his arsenal, and that's just depending on how his slider is feeling that day.
Yeah, that's great. If you have he doesn't have a blow you away fastball, but the fact that he's still able to be dominant up in the zone tells you a lot about his pitchability.
Agreed. And Luke Weaver, I'll give it to him. 6 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 hit, 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, 4 hit. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 Ks is the absolute best you're going to get from that man.
He looked great. He threw a gem.
He did. He did a really good job. He kept his fastball elevated, and he was throwing the changeup and the curveball low.
Mm-hmm. That was the best I've ever seen him do. That was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when he has that mix and he's on, fucking fantastic. You totally 1,000% love to see it from him. Hopefully we don't have to rely on him much longer, but
yeah.
So overall, starting pitching this. Oh, Brandon Williamson. I totally skipped on our lefty boy, Brandon Williamson here. Uptick in the velocity is great, but 4 walks against the Dodgers isn't great. 5 2/3, 2 earned runs, 8 hits, 4 walks, 2 Ks. The 2 runs keeps you in it. A lot of stuff high and in the zone, and a lot middle and middle out. So, man. You still feel good. He's a rookie. He's getting it together. It's the Dodgers. A 2 earned run still keeps you very much in it. And the length is fine.
Very serviceable. It was a good start.
Yeah. And as much as we talked, when we talk about starting pitching and how much we need it, we need a guy. People are going to go out there and shut it down and keep it consistent.
Yeah.
You haven't been getting as much consistency from Williamson and Lively, but you have been getting it from Ashcraft, and you've been getting, as of late, and from Abbott, who's just been nails until this evening.
Yeah.
So
it still did well, but not nails that we're familiar with.
No, I mean, they're still winning. God, what is in my hat? It is making my dome.
It's your head.
It's my head. It's this alpha brain, dude. My head, dude, I'm so fucking...
It's growing right now, dog. It's working.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it is. Oh, man, I gotta get more. Hopefully it doesn't turn the frogs gay.
I know, right? And all of a sudden, January 6th was an inside job. Did you know that?
Dude, I had no idea. The Capitol Police were letting them in.
Dude, it's crazy, dog.
Fucking wild. I would let in the bullpen.
Yay!
Hey!
That's a transition.
Transish. Dude, your bullpen this week gave up 8 runs. You got 4 guys with zeros attached to their name. Mm-hmm. Lucas Sims had 1 bad outing, that's where those 3 runs came from. Daniel Duarte, those 3 runs were from 1 swing of the bat, which that doesn't make sense to me. Remember that game, the game that they won against the Brewers? Mm-hmm. They're up 4-0. Why do you not put your foot on their throat and bring out Alexis Diaz?
It is really disturbing sometimes to see, like, when they do. It seems so frequently when you see, like, a team that's doing well in the game, and as soon as they downshift, that's when something wrong happens.
Yeah. And you're downshifting, and it's like, oh, good teams take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Of course, every time, 10 times out of 10. And you could have really changed that series and brought him out and slammed the door.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate series of events.
Ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I understand that his usage is extremely high, but man, to make that statement, then that third game might have been different.
Yeah.
We don't know, but
Got runners in scoring position, maybe?
yeah, we do. No, I just won it first.
Just one.
Speaking of bad decisions, this is not a great transition. I think it's a good decision. David Bell extended through 2026.
Yeah, I think that adds level of comfortability with the team to feel stability. I think that's good for the players, good for David Bell, obviously. I don't have a problem with it.
I don't either. The role of a manager has been build a good culture, keep morale up, and have a good staff around you. He's done that.
Yeah.
Why not? Just keep it rolling.
Yeah, don't change up what's been working for you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're making a pitching change. How cute. How fun is this?
There's a skunk outside for sure. You smell that.
I do. That is. No, it's like that's you. Isn't
I was like, am I outside right now?
Am I high? It's like, am I actively smoking weed? No, that's a real
It's just a
skunk.
gummy.
You didn't know that it was a skunk-filled center?
Oh my goodness, man. That's amazing.
Fucking wild. But yeah, overall, I mean, Daniel Duarte, that's one of those dudes you swap out. And you can put right in that you can put Sam Moll right in there. There you go. And you have a second lefty, and then there's 3 runs taken out of that week. Potentially, obviously, but we didn't have him last week. But just saying in general, another guy that helps your bullpen immensely. That's so huge.
Yeah, it really is. And also, I'm jumping ahead a little bit here and getting the head of a manager or general manager here. You got 3 big arms coming back here soon. And just thinking about how much more that just really pads your ability to win games.
Yeah, and we'll get to it now. Wednesday, TJ Antone's throwing for the Louisville Bats.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's all. It feels like we've been talking about this stuff for a while, about anticipating the rehab to this point.
And he is a Lucas Sims type spinner who can be a massive stopper. And then you look at this bullpen here, and you're like, who do you swap out?
Yeah, there's been a lot of people developing really good resumes here this year.
Yeah. If anything, it might be... If you made me pick one, it'd be Fernando Cruz, but I think he might still have options. Whoever has the most options is going back down. So, and that's fine. Then you can run it around, and you can go up, down, work it all around.
Yeah, those aren't like permanent situations there. People are going to go up and down there from the bullpen.
Oh, yeah. And especially once you expand rosters in September. So, but man, that is so fucking exciting.
I know. And we got Hunter Green, Ladola. What are those tracks looking like there?
So what we've got looking here is Hunter Green has a final target date of August 20th of throwing against the Toronto Blue Jays at home. There's your one is back, dude.
Yeah, that's 20 days away here.
That's huge. And in the stretch, we'll get into the stretch, but it's not anything too crazy. Where you're facing a high-powered offense that you're scared of, and you can keep afloat with these dudes, or say you add someone like Justin Verlander.
Oh, come on!
Or Michael Lorenzen or Eduardo Rodriguez. But Justin Verlander! And you, god damn, you feel good. You feel good. 4 or 5 summers. You feel real good. Look at our bats from this past week. Kevin Newman has returned, the fart man himself.
Yes, he has.
He's just right here. He had 2 plate appearances. He had 2 ABs. He had a walk and a hit.
Yeah.
Come on, the fart man.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, farty boy. Yesterday, Elly Cruz went 4 for 4.
Look good doing it, too.
Really cool. From Greg Harvey, players in the modern era aged 21 years or younger have 3+ games with 4+ hits, 1 RBI within their first 50 career MLB games. Elly De La Cruz, 3. Orlando Sapia, Whitney Lockman, and Joe DiMaggio. That's a pretty good company.
Not bad. Joey D.
But what's not great is that he did strike out 10 times last week.
Yeah, he needs to. He just keeps swinging it. Like I feel like when he gets to like 3 balls, he just feels like he can just swing it whatever. It's like when he learns to take the walk, it seems like he wants to live up to the fans' audience's expectations for just hitting the ball 420 feet all the time.
Oh, of course.
But that's it. It's hindering his ability to grow here. Although, man, when he jacked that ball out in fucking Dodger Stadium, it was awesome.
Dude, he smoked it.
Yeah.
But also think about this, man. Today is his 47th career game. Like, I know, and I'm with you. It's just him chasing. If that's going to be his problem the rest of this year, that puts him at around, 90 games? Mm-hmm. That's not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Not a lot of experience. So, I guess just strap in and enjoy and be like, this is what he's going to do the whole year, or he's going to figure it out. But if this is what he's going to do, where he's going to go through an 0-for-16 slump, and then have 4 for 4 with a homer, 2 singles, a double, 3 stolen bases, I think we can live with that.
Yeah, I'll live with it. It's really entertaining. I think he's going to kind of, balance all those numbers out and raise them up. But it's just a natural part of the growth here. 21-year-old kid.
Yeah. Yeah, like I've said before, what were you making good decisions when you were 21?
Oh, the best ones. And I was going to live forever, too.
Forever! I was talking to my buddy who works in baseball, and I texted him they were talking about his swing and miss rate and his K rate. And I was like, guys, were you making good decisions at 21? And he texted back, yes, Billy, I was. I'm a doctor. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. You were. That's fine. I tell fart jokes and sell t-shirts. I mean, come on. 2 very different people.
We can't all have rich parents.
Yeah, no shit. But Joey Votto, interesting month. Mm-hmm. In 32 games, 108 plate appearances, he's got 9 home runs. That's pretty good for a month.
Yeah, 9 home runs in a month.
9 home runs, pretty good. What's not good, 194 batting average, 310 on base, 482 slugging with a 791 OPS, which the 791 OPS puts him slightly above average.
Yeah, it's a lot to digest there, but you'll see it in these glimpses of oh, he's putting it together. Oh, he's seeing it. And then he's just he looks like a 39-year-old.
Yeah.
So it's not strange that this is happening, but at the same time, you just really want him to stretch out the moments of greatness that he's having.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you're like, God damn it. But yeah, it's a part of it, and it's a bummer. But 9 home runs is really cool. That's what he wants to do. If it's the last year of him being a Red, let him do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, and the home run he had at Dodger Stadium was one of the hardest hit balls in StatCast era, right?
Yeah, it was 119 or whatever.
Yeah, so it's not like he's unfamiliar with being great. It's just, who knows? He's older and shit happens.
Yeah, and this is what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Let him hunt it, and dude, how about that celebration in the bullpen?
Oh, that was awesome, man.
That was so sick.
This makes me so excited seeing those boys.
Jumping around, they're just forcing the guy's shirt off.
I have the shirt off.
Yeah, it's Panama City, 2009 all over again.
Votto hit a home run. Pierce your septum.
Let's see that Jacob's ladder. You know who has had a really good month?
Who?
Matt McClain.
Yeah, he has.
Matty Ice. Mm-hmm. Come on. Look at this. Listen to this for the month of July. 305, 375, 530 with a 905 OPS. That's really good.
That's very good.
It's really good.
I like it.
He's 11 homers, 37 ribs. I mean, that's really cool. 19 doubles, 4 triples is pretty cool, too.
Yeah, man, dude, the floor to this guy is so impressive. He doesn't seem to be like a dude that's going to struggle that much. No. It's awesome.
It's great. Well, everybody can keep putting all the focus on Elly, and Elly's really cool, and it's insane what his ceiling can be. But Matt McClain, every day, is just someone who, day in, day out, is impressive.
Yeah, quietly murdering. This is terrific.
And who's not been murdering, and it's kind of, someone we really haven't talked about, honestly, is TJ Friel has not looked good this month.
No, and they shifted him to the 2-hole, which is a little, we talk about the lineup kind of a lot, but yeah, it's a little concerning. You can do better than that, but darn it, you can do a lot better.
He can do so much more. But again, 223, 291, 309 with a 600 OPS. I think he'll make the adjustment and figure out everyone has a bad month, and it's the first time he's had a bad month.
Yeah, man. I still want to see him in that 9-hole because I think he's such a great person to flip over that order. But yeah, if he gets going, he's just such another pesky person in the lineup that just creates just hazards, for these pitchers.
Yeah.
And like they're doing today, they're just stringing together hit after hit after hit.
And the Cubs do the same thing. It's very odd. I think the one thing that separates us from them is I think we have a touch more speed.
Yeah.
So, CES didn't have a great road trip, but tonight he's putting it together. He's, 2 for 3 already?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, we covered the injury news. Hunter Green back. Oh, and Nick Lodolo threw a bullpen session on the 28th and could be back by the end of August.
Pretty cool.
Really cool. So hopefully both of them can come back and stay healthy. If one of them comes back and stays healthy, that's huge.
Man, that's crazy. We're in first place right now, and our 1 and 2 starters are on the IL.
Yeah, we're only going to get better.
Yeah, that's great.
And especially once we trade for Justin Verlander.
Terrific, yes. Get him over here.
Come on. Justin, over here, buddy. Come here.
Get over here. Get out of Houston.
Come here.
Get out of there.
Get out of there. You can't.
It's too hot.
It's too hot. Yeah, it's sticky.
Come on.
All right, so here's what we've got coming up. We've got tonight, which is about to wrap up, which 6-4 still. Runners threatening at first and second, 1 out, bottom 7. Okay. We got this one against the Cubbies. It's going to be a final by tomorrow, which I think the score will be 8-6, and the Reds win.
That sounds about right.
Sounds great. And then you've got 3 away at the Cubbies. And then, dude, listen to this coming up. You come home this weekend to a nice soft landing of the Washington Nationals.
Like it.
Then 3 at home against the Marlins. Both teams have gotten better. It'll be interesting to see how the Fish play here and what other moves they make by Tuesday. But again, they don't scare me. We already beat them at their place. Took 2 out of 3.
Absolutely.
And then Thursday off, and then at Pittsburgh. So the schedule in August is so much easier.
These are all series that we are very, very capable of winning.
Extremely capable. So let's fucking do it. Let's go trade for Justin Verlander. And let's round third and head for home. What do you got, pal?
I'm going to be in Bloomington Thursday at the Comedy Attic. I'm going to be in Illinois, I think, Saturday. And then I'm going to be at some winery Sunday in Ohio. Find me.
Saturday, you're at the winery of Versailles.
Okay.
And then Sunday, you're at this place that serves really cool milkshakes with big cookies in it and stuff. Saturday, I'll be at High Grain Brewing for their end of summer party. Am I doing stand-up? No. What am I doing? I'm going to be in a dunking booth. You can chuck baseballs at me while I talk shit.
Nice.
And then I've got 4 other comics that'll be there too. So come do that. The money goes to charity and in my pocket. But some to charity. All of it's actually going in my pocket. There is no charity. I'm the charity.
Charity is the stripper he's going to be donating money to later on in the evening on Mama Street.
That is right. I am going to the playpen after this.
Right down the street.
It's right down the street. I like to call it the pig pen.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you to In the Clutch, intheclutch.com. All of the best MLBPA t-shirts. Use the promo code NASTYBOYS for 10% off. Way to get out of that jam. Thanks to Sports Drink hey, thanks for doing this, bud.
Anytime, bud.
Awesome. And thank you for watching, listening, however you want to digest this. And as always, go Redlegs.
Go Redlegs.